Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Trisa's Truth. And today's topic is why do we struggle making the small steps? And so I am going to use my reference of a band to explain what we can do to improve on making the small steps at a consistent basis. Again, I am a band nerd. I grew up around it. Many of my family members were in band or played some type of instrument, but it's played a vital role in my life. But I've gained some amazing life lessons. So I want to share some things that I've learned along the way since I've been in band practically a good chunk of my life. So I started playing trombone when I was in the fifth grade, and I'm pretty confident the first note I learned was B flat. We played whole notes, half notes, quarter notes, and I'm not going to get super technical with you, but just know that that is about as basic as you can get when it comes to learning an instrument. Is playing the same note over and over again. It was frustrating because it was such a simple task. But eventually we ended up doing other things. But everything that I learned was based off of learning how to play that one note well. And and I know that um that might sound crazy, like, why are you saying this? Well, we have to learn how to do even the small things well, because sometimes we get caught up in where we see someone else and forget that they had to go through those same steps too. So for me, in this particular example, I had older sisters, so they were marching in high school band, and when I'm in middle school playing this one note over and over again, I hear them playing these fun songs, or what I consider to be fun songs, and I'm stuck still playing that same note. But that one note again was the foundation for everything. So lesson number one, do not get caught up in watching where someone is now. Remember, they had to go through those steps too. The next thing I learned from band, we did this thing called tuning, and I'm just going to make it very plain. So basically, we had to make sure that we listened to each other to make sure that we were on the same page and that the notes sound the same. Again, not trying to get too technical. People who are band people, they know exactly what I'm talking about. But what exactly does that mean for you? I'm going to ask the question. Are you listening to the people who are around you? What knowledge are you avoiding? Are you being so stubborn that you're avoiding the thing that can actually help you? We can learn from anyone, and that knowledge can come from anyone. I couldn't not listen to a particular person in band just because I didn't like them that day. I still had to listen to them in order for me to sound halfway decent. And sometimes we get caught up in our feelings with other people instead of just making sure that we listen to get the knowledge that we need for the moment. So, again, make sure that you are listening to those who are around you. That can be family members, that can be friends, that can be knowledge that you're reading in a book or something that you hear on a podcast, right? Or on YouTube. Wherever you get the knowledge from, do not be too stubborn that you're not going to listen to what's been given to you. And then the last one, uh, if you don't want work together, more than likely you're gonna bump heads. And this is dedicated to singles and couples. And I'll tell you why in just a second. But I don't know if you've ever really paid attention to a band march before. I mean, really paid attention to it. I was fortunate enough to march in like a 400-piece marching band in college. But to my knowledge, I've never seen someone bump into someone else on game day. Think about that for a moment. 400 people on the same page and no one bumps into each other. Talk about buying into a system. It is important that you're on the same page, not only with your significant other, but with yourself. So, the challenge to the singles out there, are you committing to the goals that you have set? If not, you're bumping heads with the better version of yourself. Are you committing to the decisions that you and your spouse have set? If not, then you're bumping heads with the family plan. You have to be working together with the team that you're on, whether you're single or in a relationship. You have to be on the same page financially or any area of the family life, because it saves everybody time and it helps you get to your goal faster. I mean, life is just better when you're on the same page. Think about the last time that you were on the same page with your goals and how good it felt, and not having any regret about the things or the decisions that you made. That is the peace that you are striving for on a daily basis, to know that you are doing the things that you set to do, and also that you're doing the things that your family has decided that they need to do in their lives or in your lives. So again, don't get caught up in what everybody else is doing. Focus on you right now. What steps do I have to take right now to have the success that I'm looking for? And then by doing those small steps, you'll get exactly to what you're trying to achieve. Make sure that you listen to the people who are around you and always position yourself to learn from others. And lastly, make sure you are in a posture that you're able to work together with the people who are important to you. And that includes with being honest with yourself, so you do not bump heads with the best version that you're trying to do, or trying to be, rather. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you've enjoyed today's podcast, and I will talk to you next time.